Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today with a pretty quick tip for you. And my tip is about alcohol stamping. Here is a card I recently made using alcohol stamping here for these flowers. So let me show you how to do it. Today I'm using the stamp set Artistically Inked, and I'm going to use this large stamp down here. In order to do our alcohol stamping, we need a piece of either shimmery white cardstock or Fluid 100 watercolor paper. You can't use regular cardstock because you want the liquid to be absorbed, the alcohol. So you'll want to use one of those types of papers. And here is our stamp. Now, one thing we need to remember is that it's best to use a red rubber stamp, or in Stampin' Up! We call them cling stamps, because the alcohol and the color do not adhere that well to the photopolymer stamps. So you want to use a red rubber stamp. And I'm going to use today some Stampin' Blends, and that's one reason I'm using alcohol is because the Stampin' Blends are alcohol markers. And then I have a Stampin' Spritzer full of alcohol. And we're going to use all of these items actually, to do our alcohol stamping. So let's begin. First, we're going to color our stamp using our, the brush end. That was the pointy end. Here's the brush end of our Stampin' Blends. And we don't have to be really exact. We just want to get some color on there. And then I'm going to go back in and add some, that was polished pink, light polished pink. This is our light flirty flamingo color. I'm going to do the edges and a little bit in the center. But again, it doesn't have to be exact. Now I'm going to spray and spritz with the alcohol. I'm going to spritz my paper. Let's get it the right direction. And then stamp right on that spritzed area. And look how neat that looks. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's try it again. This time, let's just use exclusively the polished pink Stampin' Blend. We won't use the other color. We'll see how it looks with just this one by itself. Just this color. And so I'll go over it a little more in the inside and on the edges. Okay, we're going to spritz a couple times and stamp. I'm going across at a diagonal. Whoa, that looks a lot different, doesn't it? And that one I didn't spritz first. So there are a lot of different things you can do to make a difference in how your stamp comes out, your stamped image comes out. Now I'm just going to use the light flirty flamingo color because I want to show you the difference in how the different ways you can do this. And I think I'll actually put a little bit of the polished pink in the center, and we'll see how that comes out. And I'm going to spritz a couple times and spritz the paper this time, and now let's see what happens. Ah, that's very different, isn't it? And so there is your alcohol stamping. And now you can see this card. I added some little other little stamps from the set to create this card, but this was the basis of it, is this alcohol stamping. So that is your pretty quick tip for the day, how to do alcohol stamping. I hope you'll come back and see me for another tip. Thank you. Bye-bye.